Sumba Island is located in East Nusa Tenggara, Indonesia. Their life in nature is like throughout agriculture and plantation. The island of Sumba itself is known for its dry climate where rainfall is very low with an average of 1 to 10 rainy days per month throughout the year. This condition makes Sumba known as a barren island and lacking of clean water. To get clean water, residents must take water from springs, such as rivers, because there is no spring through the ground. The people of Sumba also lack in electrical energy. Out of 4 districts in Sumba, the electrification ratio is only around 30 to 40%, that there are still many villages in Sumba that do not have access to electricity. According to PDPLN, out of a total 426 villages and 224 villages do not yet have electrification. To provide electricity needs in Sumba, PDPLN itself only relies on diesel power. One of them is used in the city of East Sumba district, namely Waingapu. Sumba has 2 main electricity grid system, namely the deputy head of sub-district West Sumba and Waingapu in East Sumba. The demand for electricity in these 2 regions has grown by 6 and 8% annually. The challenges that exist in getting this electricity itself are in challenge of electricity such as mountainous and hilly areas, making it difficult for PLN to fulfill this electricity supply. The electricity character of the people in Sumba is also not centralized, but it spreads like when we walk every distance. The resident houses are a bit far apart. This electricity usage also has a large expense with a total of 1,500 tons per month. Of course, these needs of electricity cannot provide every need of the people throughout Sumba. In addition to the graphical condition and patterns of the people of Sumba, the challenge of provide electricity needs is also reflected in the fossil fuel factor. But in fact, Sumba has a wealth of energy that has been available in their land and air. On the land, Sumba has hydro energy or water that can obtain from river flows. In the air, Sumba is rich in the wind energy which can found in hilly areas. While in the sky of Sumba, the sun can be a new hope for the future of these people. Hot and dry natural condition, the sun of Sumba is hard to resist. Many of the people in Sumba who find it difficult to get electrical energy from the PLN, instead, they use solar panels to store and convert solar thermal energy into electricity. So, at least it can be used as a source of light. Even today, the potential from the sun can be initiated to support the supply of electricity to PLN. The solar power plants were built one by one, such as in District Hamba Prai District in East Sumba. This can increase electrical energy from 1 to 5 megawatts every single day. The company that managed this power plant is also a private party. Utilization of new energy is expected to improve the welfare of the economy and society. One of the villages in East Sumba, which is currently an independent energy village, is Kemangi village. In the village of Kemangi, plantation are the main sources of economic livelihood for the community. Kemangi village is also used for livestock because of its wide field area. Before access to clean water reached Kemangi village, residents still spend the whole day looking for clean water. At night, they reduce activities based on minimal lighting. After the easy clean water, the potential for electrical energy is found. The micro hydropower plant belonging to the village of Kemangi is located about 5 kilometers from the settlement of the villagers. However, to reach the area, a suitable village vehicle is needed to go through the steep rocky terrain. After that, it takes a foot trip down the hill to get to the place. To get enough clean water, the river was dammed and the water flow was partially diverted to desired elevation point. Then the river will turn a turbine that can generate electricity to provide the needs of the villagers. There is no impact or risk from this micro hydro power plant. Precisely, with the construction of this generator, the people of the Kamangi village are increasingly protecting the forest around them. In Kamangi village, they prioritize the use of water as a source and generator even through the road taken is rather extreme and far away. However, after being built, this energy can be used by the villager at an inexpensive price and does not have a bad impact on their surrounding environment because tree planting is increasing to get a good and clean water source, because without water, even electricity sources cannot stand by itself. The micro hydro power plant owned by the village of Kamangi is capable of generating electricity up to 37 kilowatts per day, so that the amount of electricity generated even far from the needs of the resident, so that the community decided to sell the rest to the private sector for state electricity. With the existence of electric energy in the village of Kamangi, it brings big changes for its residents, especially after sunset. In the past, children and parents would sleep very early before there was a long time of electricity. So at this time, older children are also more productive because of the long learning time, so that they get an effective learning. A stable and sustainable electricity raises the resident of Kamangi village so that they have more time in the garden, and the people's purchasing power increases along with the entry of technologists in the village of Kamangi. Not only the electric energy utilized by the resident of Kamangi village, but for cooking purpose, the residents also use the remaining livestock as a source of biogas. Less than 27 resident houses have open conventional stoves and switched to biogas stoves, so that residents' expenses are cheaper. The presence of electricity and the technology also has an impact on young people in the village of Kamangi. Now, they can access the internet, but they are also concerned when children use social media, because cultural media is very universal and has never been seen by villagers. Because micro hydro energy is still difficult to reach by villagers in the hilly areas, the village of Kamangi also uses winds and solar energy to be able to provide electricity to its residents in hilly areas. The electricity generated by all the data can reach up to 100 watts, and it's sufficient to illuminate residents' houses in the hills. Here, the people of Sumba themselves can understand and can perceive the energy sources that exist in their area, so that can meet their electricity needs through air, sun, and wind, and even livestock manure, which can generate electricity in the Sumba area. Not only to illuminate their village, but also in the advent of civilization in the village of Kamangi. There is no fossil energy in the village of Kamangi, but they can prove that without oil and coal, they can advance and bring civilization. If the Kamangi villagers cannot depend on fossil energy, then Indonesian can too. We all can do that. Thank you.